everybody. Today I wanted to talk about being a self-taught musician, as the term goes. Now, I imagine most people are considering the term self-taught to be opposed to, say, going to school for music or just going for lessons. Now, in that aspect, I think everybody who plays music is self-taught in some way, shape, or form. Because at some point you've sat by yourself and figured out how you're going to play what you play. You've sat and thought to yourself, hey, I like these notes, hey, I don't like these notes. I mean, at some point you had to have listened to just the sound of playing, the sound of music, the sound of actually hitting some notes. Now, I'm from the school of thought that you are a good musician when you can play what's in your head. And in order to get that out, there's all kinds of different methods. One of my favorite little tasks, tools, I try to get a melody in my head and then I'll try to play it out. For example, something like do 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 There it is. So that just comes down to hitting the same couple of notes over and over again and starting to see how that sounds. So, if I go do 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 do, there it is. Do 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 do. And stuff like that. And I consider that kind of being a self-taught musician. And it's just kind of fun to do. Now, you could also do that with more complicated melodies, with more typical melodies, or with actual songs you know. For example, I always love sitting down and learning popular tunes from like shows, cartoons. Obviously, a favorite one is the Addams Family. Do 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 do. Or The Simpsons. Do 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 do. I got it sometimes. Do do do. Is this out of tune? Maybe. Bad example. There we go. But yeah, I think you're a good musician when you can play what's in your head. So being a self-taught musician means you just spent more time listening to that. Now, I think there's a space for everything. I don't think you should depend solely on just trying to get out the sounds you hear in your head. A lot of that comes down to actually learning some of the theory, but it doesn't mean you have to pay for an education. Basically, the reason I am self-taught is because I didn't have money and I didn't have anybody to sit down and teach me. But I was still obsessed, so I would listen to little songs, melodies, and learn it from there. So like do-do-do. I didn't know that was based on like a harmonic minor. I just knew that sounded cool. So do-do-do-do. Or, once again, if you listen to a lot of cartoons. I think that's probably when I started to be a good guitarist. When I started to learn these melodies. When I started to be able to play what's out in my mind. And I think that's the fun of being self-taught. You don't have lessons. You don't have like strict rules. Given it may you have less direction, but I mean, if your direction is just to have fun, it's easy to get there. Anyway, that concludes today. I know I kind of rambled. I didn't really have a good idea for today. Oh well. See you all again soon.